live Sunday night. Good evening, Grant. Good evening, Steve. Good evening, Nick. Know it's a little bit later. Sorry about that, but we got to do what we got to do. Appreciate you checking in. I'm using hotel wireless internet, so hopefully it's going to work out pretty well. Eric and Nick checking in, and Jeff. Got them in from all over the state. John from Franklin 107. Dylan, good evening. Appreciate y'all checking in. I hope you've had a great weekend. Blaine, I'll be talking about you here in a little bit. Thank you for all your hard work. Funny, Grant, that was pretty funny. Mike Steele from Jubilee. Oh, and Steve, it's 8 o'clock, calling in from Chicago. Oh, our senior grand deacon's on here. Good to see you, Dave. And Steve, nice to spend some time with you at the Grotto celebration the other night. Brother Rick, good to see you again. And Brother Doug. Brother Chris from Beech Grove. We're having a good crowd. That's great. Tony from down in Vincennes. We'll give her a couple more minutes, brothers. Let everybody check in. And if you're checking in for the first time, please be patient with us. I usually let everyone get checked on and usually start a couple minutes after the hour. So we'll start here in a little bit. So please stick with us. Brother Tim, thanks for checking in. Darian, good to see you. Hope all is well. Merle, having a great turnout. Brother Jeff, thanks for checking in. Just a couple more minutes and we'll get going. Just so you know, brothers, I am at the Galt House in Louisville, Kentucky for the annual communication of the Grand Lodge of Kentucky. So we just finished up with the Grand Master's reception and banquet, so I had to leave there a little bit early so I could get checked in. So appreciate y'all being patient and waiting until later this evening to get on. Good evening, Michael. Brother Kitten from Blackford, and Phil, and Donnie from J Lodge. All right, just about another minute or so. We're getting a lot of brothers checking in. Thanks a lot. Hope you all had a great weekend. It's been an extremely busy one for Grand Lodge and all the way across the state, which we'll talk about that here in a little bit. So we got a brother from Buckner Lodge, Brother Trent. Thanks for checking in. And we left poor Sonic at home. He's guarding the house today, so no Sonic with me today on the call, so I kind of miss him. Brother Mark, Brother Fred, thank you guys at Bluffton for all your hard work too. I'll be talking about that here in a minute. Brother Don, I hope you're doing well. Pinville Lodge checking in. That is great. We may even have some brothers from Kentucky check in. Some of the folks I sat with at dinner were interested in hearing about our live stream. So brothers, let's go ahead and get started. First of all, thank you again so much for checking in. This is a lot of fun, and I appreciate all your dedication and all the hard work each one of you do in our great fraternity. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate you checking in at the later hour. Duty calls, so the First Lady and I are here in Kentucky, in the Commonwealth of Kentucky in Louisville for the annual communication of the Grand Lodge of Kentucky, and also our Junior Grand Warden, Jerry Maple, is here with us. So we just got done with the dinner and left a little bit early so we could get on our live stream. So again, thanks for checking in. I want to start with some pretty hard news. I don't really know how to tell you, but green beans have made a complete dump. zero green beans in the fraternity this week. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but it got so bad that on Monday I cooked dinner at home and had to make green beans for myself. The First Lady got corn, but I had to make green beans for myself because I just wasn't confident that they were going to come out. The First Lady's digging in a bag here. She's making some noise. She says hi. Say hi, First Lady.
Hi.
She says hi. So hello to everybody out there from your First Lady. So green beans are at an all-time low, but you know, we'll see what happens at annual communication here in Kentucky and in Ohio. So we did a lot of traveling this week, brothers. Tuesday, I went to Halfway Lodge number 298 in Red Key. It was a lodge I'd never been to, and traveled up there and had a good time with the brothers. Got to meet. They have a pretty nice turnout at their lodge. They have a beautiful little lodge building right there in the old downtown of Red Key, and had some good conversations. Had some tough questions coming from the brothers, which I actually appreciate because that's why we travel as Grand Lodge officers. It's important for us to be out and about and traveling and listening to our brothers, listening to our lodges about their concerns and about questions that they have and some misconceptions that we might have of our lodges and our lodges have of Grand Lodge. So had some really good conversations about the cost of being a brother in this fraternity, about inflation and about how we handle our dues and where our dues money goes that comes to the Grand Lodge, and talked a lot about fundraising and talked about membership and some of the frustrations some of our smaller lodges are having with attracting new brothers. But you know, I feel like we've put together a lot of good tools to use, and anytime a lodge has concerns or they want to talk about bringing new brothers in, please shoot me a message. Please let me know. We will send a lodge liaison, a Grand Lodge officer, or myself to come and talk to you about it because it's important. Again, as you know, I've said it a million times, I'm not concerned about members. I'm concerned about brothers. So a lot of lodges are doing a lot of great things. A lot of lodges in small communities, lodges that were, you know, almost dead and not functioning at all barely are growing. We're gonna show a lot of lodges this year, I believe, with actual growth. So that's very important. So on Wednesday, I was at my home lodge, Temple Lodge 47 there in Greencastle, and I did the Psalms 133 presentation, which is kind of funny because I've done that, I don't know, 100 times or more, I believe, all across the state and really all across the country, but I've never done it at my home lodge. So I got to do it at my home lodge, and I enjoyed it certainly, and I think they did too. So it was great, always great to be at my home lodge. And then Thursday I traveled to Fort Branch, Indiana, down south on the southwest side of the state for their Lodge of Instruction with Columbia Lodge. Both lodges had a great turnout of their officers and members. We snacked on some box pizza there before the ritual instruction, and Worshipful Brother Hal Bloss, our assistant ritual instructor for that district, did a fine job putting their instruction together. They had all their paperwork in order, both lodges, and seemed to be doing pretty well. And he went through what he wanted to talk about, and I ended up doing an impromptu Psalms 133 presentation there. So great visit there, and appreciated meeting some of those brothers that I hadn't met before. And Fort Branch kind of holds a special place in my heart because when I was Grand Marshal years ago, that was one of my lodges that we rededicated that year that I got to Grand Marshal. So it's one of my good lodges that I worked with before, so I appreciate that. Took a little bit of a break on Friday, and then on Saturday, brothers, we had 4 one-day classes across the state of Indiana. Indianapolis, Bluffton, New Albany, and up at St. Joe. Had a great time. I was able to go to Indianapolis. Noble Lodge was the host lodge there, and I conferred the entered apprentice degree, which was an honor to be able to do that. And then myself and the Grand Marshal Tyler Whitaker traveled to Bluffton, and we made it in time for lunch. And then the Master Mason degree, where I got to assist with the questions and answers and the Beehive lecture. And all the sites reported great turnouts, great ritual, and a lot of great brotherly love. In total, we raised 68 Master Masons on Saturday. So we have 68 new brothers in our fraternity. So I think that's a great thing. We've got 2 more one-day classes coming up on November 8th, Social Lodge 86 in Terre Haute, and Tipton Lodge 33, and we'll get something out. PR and Marketing will put something out next week, and get brothers there, get them finished up or get them started. So really an exciting day for Indiana Freemasonry, and I think each one of the lodges, Blaine Tiller and Fred Lukenbaugh and Daniel Pepper and Fred Goldgart, kind of ramrodding each one of their areas, and numerous other brothers who assisted in the one-day classes. So we really appreciate all your efforts. And I told all the candidates at both of the one days I was able to go to that they're not a member of this fraternity, they're one of our brothers. And we really stress the importance of this brotherly relationship that we have for each other. So great work to all the guys doing the ritual, and all the brothers participating, and all of our new brothers. So we've got still the month of October, though it's quickly waning. October 19th, I can't believe it. And this happens to be our 22nd episode. We still have the Beehive project going on. I've had a lot of lodges sending me emails, sending me pictures of their community service projects they're doing this month. So I would strongly encourage you to, if you haven't planned something, grab a couple guys from your lodge and go out and do something great in your community this month. So at the end of the month, we can have our fine PR and marketing team put that out and show people what we're doing in this great fraternity, and pushing the message of follow me to Freemasonry. So I appreciate you doing that, and I look forward to seeing your reports of what you did for the Beehive project. Now, a couple other things real quick. I received an email from our good friend, the chaplain Elaine Clark at the Indiana Masonic Home, and it's that time of year to start filling out Christmas cards for our residents at the Masonic Home. This is a very important mission. I know personally that we participate in that, and my lodge participates in that program, and all the residents of the home enjoy getting our Christmas cards. And several of the residents, more than what you would think, don't really have family. Their only friends are there at the home at Compass Park. And this is a great mission and an easy way to reach out and spread some of that brotherly love that we're known for. Elaine let me know that there are 300 residents of the of Compass Park, of the Indiana Masonic Home. So you don't have to do any more than 300 cards, but you can do a stack of 20, you can do 50, you can do 100, any amount you want, but there's no reason to do more than 300. On the card, please indicate your lodge name and number, and then any brothers that want to sign them. And you do not need, and they request that you do not put them in envelopes, because a lot of the residents have trouble manipulating the envelopes open. So they want to get those cards in a stack and just rubber banded and pass them out. Elaine takes care of that to make sure all the residents get their cards, and you can drop those off at the Indiana Masonic Home, or you can mail them to Elaine, and she will take them to the home and get that taken care of. I'm not going to post her address on here. I think Dirk's he just posted. He's on it. He's going to post an email tomorrow morning with all the instructions. So I would strongly encourage you to, you and your lodge, to do that. Take a stack of cards this month or next month and get those sent out. Don't wait till December. Get them in early. I think the deadline's December 14th or something, but it'll be in Dirk's email. So please do that and participate that and spread some great Christmas and holiday cheer to brothers and sisters at the Masonic Home. Now, this week I'm wearing a t-shirt. I want to show you. It's kind of hard to get it up to the camera, but it's a phoenix rising out of the ashes and the flames, and it says, Rise from the Ashes, Hodgkin's Lymphoma Awareness. And I want to tell you a story. A good brother of mine I've known for many years contacted me a week ago, and his name's Bill Snyder from Dunes Lodge, and let me know that his grandson, 18-year-old Harley Bashirs, just graduated high school, just started college, and was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma at 18, 19 years old. Man, what a devastating blow. Just graduating high school, just starting off your college career. He's interested in film and broadcasting and radio work. And man, what a blow. But little Harley has a great attitude. He started his treatment, started his first chemo this week, and he's got a lot of support of his friends and his family and his community. And we as Masons, and hopefully one day he'll become a Mason, but Grandpa's a Mason, and watching out for him and taking care of him, created these shirts and hoodies, and they are selling those to raise money to assist in some of the additional costs for the cancer treatment and the travel and the gas and the food while you're out and all the different things that come along with battling an illness, all those hidden expenses. So he asked me if I would do him a favor and promote the shirt and talk about his grandson Harley, and I'm more than glad to do that. That's what we do for each other. It's all part of that brotherly love and spreading that cement of brotherly love. So there is a GoFundMe page, and it is gofund.me/BEE8DD81, and I'll try to post that on the Facebook page tomorrow. And some information about where you can get the shirts. I'll get that posted. The t-shirts are $25. The hoodie is $50. And Brother Bill brought those down to me, and I gladly purchased both the t-shirt and the hoodie. I'm sure the First Lady will end up inheriting the hoodie like she does most of my sweatshirts. So she'll enjoy that, and I'll enjoy the t-shirts. But when you get that information, please support our brother and support his grandson or anyone else that you come across that is in need. Big part of our relief is not only the relief of financially assisting, but send out a prayer, send out a word, and I know that also I'll post they're having a fundraiser kind of support event at Dunes Lodge coming up, and I'll get that posted on the Facebook page so you guys can see that. So I appreciate you letting me take time to talk about Harley and his granddad Bill from Dunes Lodge. A couple weeks ago, brothers, I started a quote of the week from a famous Mason, and one of my favorite presidents and Mason, Harry Truman, past Grand Master of Kansas, and I think it was Kansas. My history sometimes fails me. It's been a long day. His quote that I picked out today, talking about Freemasonry, is, "We, us Masons, we represent a fraternity which believes in justice and truth and honorable action in our community. Men who are endeavoring to be better citizens and to make a great country greater. This is the only institution in the world where we can meet on the level all sorts of men who want to live rightly." Missouri. Thanks, Jim. I knew when I said Kansas that wasn't right. But what a great quote. We truly are the only organization I can think of where men of all different backgrounds and all different beliefs and political beliefs and religions can meet together on the level and endeavor together to make ourselves better and to make our world better and our country better. So I hope you appreciated that. And that was the quote of the week. So I suppose you noticed and maybe watched the Colts game today that the Colts won yet again, which is very exciting. And I got to thinking about the quarterback, Daniel Jones. Some of us are calling him Indiana Jones, our new quarterback. And it's funny to watch the ESPN and all the sports heads talking and showing what a great expert they are on sports. Kind of makes me laugh sometimes. But they had him as a washed up, no account, no good quarterback that the Colts just picked up and was going to be another failure. He was going to fail. The team was going to fail. And yet, to all surprises, and some are still holding out that, oh, he's not met a real team yet. He's not all that great. But he's played phenomenally this year. And it's interesting. You wonder why he didn't perform that well when he was with the Giants. Environment means a lot. And I don't think the environment of the New York Giants was the place for him. But certainly the environment of Indianapolis, whether it's the coaching staff, maybe it's the other players, the support he gets there, the change of location, the change of different schemes and play settings and calls. But sometimes we're not in the right environment. And I see that a lot in lodges. I hear a lot of frustration sometimes from brothers that, well, I just don't feel welcome, or I'm trying to do things in my lodge and I just can't seem to get anything accomplished. I feel like some of the guys are standing in my way, or I just don't feel good coming to this particular lodge. Doesn't necessarily mean the lodge is bad. It doesn't necessarily mean any particular brother is bad, but it might just be that you're not in the right environment. And what I advise brothers oftentimes is to go out and visit other lodges. There's lodges all over the place. Some of us are stuck in areas where the closest lodge might be 20 miles, but there's a lot of different lodges out there, and each one of them has a different personality. Some are very formal, some are very informal, some do great dinners, some don't have meals, some are real focused on ritual, others are real focused on community service. Some are focused on taking care of each other, or taking care of their widows, or going out to sporting events, going hunting, fishing, whatever it may be. But brothers, you might find yourself in an environment that you're not comfortable with, but the better place for you might be the lodge down the road. So if you're feeling like you have that sense that maybe you're not in the right place, it's probably not necessarily Freemasonry. I think it might be the environment. And you might find, I know a lot of brothers transfer and find a home where they're more suited, and still have contact with their former lodge. But that just kind of struck me, that how well he's playing this year and how bad he played last year. So I would strongly encourage any of you brothers that if you feel that way, to go out and visit some other lodges and see what other opportunities are out there. Something else I wanted to touch on, again, I talked about it last week, that we are in the midst of our election of officers. Starts generally in November. We'll be in the season for November and December, and a lot of installation of officers. And we have a lot of tools in our resources tab, in our member portal, and in our lodge portal. So if you would go into your member portal or lodge portal and open up the Grand Lodge resources and go down to officer member resources, there's a tab there that is suggested reading. And in the suggested reading tab, you open that up, there's a study guide for the Worshipful Master. I know Fred Goldgart and some other brothers helped put that together. It's a very comprehensive document. There's a lot of great information for brothers who are master now, who are going to be master or master in a year or two. I would suggest that you poke those down, pull that down, print them off, give them to your master, give them to your senior warden, your junior warden, as they prepare to take their place in the East. That's a great resource. Fish around in the Grand Lodge resources. There are a lot of things in there that can help you become a successful master. One of which, of course, we're pushing this year is the 357 Lodge Builder program. Pull that out. Invite a lodge liaison, a Grand Lodge officer, to come and do that presentation for you. And improve our lodges. A lot of lodges are using it. A lot of lodges are looking at it. You can self-assess your lodge. So hopefully you will do that. And if you have any questions, again, feel free. You can always reach out to me on my text or on email or on Facebook, and I'll be glad to point you in the right direction. Brothers, it's been a great week and an exciting week. The last thing I did Saturday was went to Meru Grotto's 100th anniversary event. They had a nice time meeting with our little body of the grotto there at Meru, there in Lafayette, and all of the Masons there and their ladies. So that was a great time. And now we, like I said, we're in the annual communication of the Grand Lodge of Kentucky. So their business meeting starts tomorrow. So that'll be interesting to see what they bring to the floor and how things are going. So I want to leave you with a little bit of Masonic ritual education. Brothers, the trowel. The trowel is an instrument made use of by operative Masons to spread the cement, which unites a building into one common mass. But we, as free and accepted Masons, are taught to make use of it for the more noble and glorious purpose of spreading the cement of brotherly love. That cement which unites us into one sacred band or society of friends and brothers, among whom no contention should ever exist, except that noble contention, or rather emulation, of whom best can work and best agree. Brothers, I hope you have a great week. I hope to see you out on the road. I'll be home for a day, then we head to the annual communication of Ohio. A lot of great things going on, brothers. Thank you so much, each and every one of you, for what you do. And remember that whenever your paths cross a good man, may your ringing challenge be, follow me to Freemasonry. Good night, brothers. Have a great week.